Hello and welcome to Fit2Box channel. Please like and subscribe and don't forget to jab that notifications bell for all my latest uploads. Today I've got a pair of bag gloves from Rival, and these particular bag gloves are the RB5, and these are Russ Amber, who is the CEO and owner of Rival. These are his favourite bag gloves. Okay, now as you can see, they are very lightweight, they are very sleek and not like a normal boxing glove at all. So we'll cover off in this review the advantages to this type of bag glove. My favourite bag glove over many years has been Rival's RB10 glove with the D30 technology in there. I have really liked this glove for ages. I've got a couple of videos on the channel already about how much I like this glove. And so when I was chatting to Russ Amber and he mentioned that the RB5 was his favourite, I was very interested to check them out, and so that's what I've done. Now, last few years I have been using larger gloves for heavy bag work, so 16-ounce pairs of gloves when I'm hitting the bag, and that's great for shoulder, arm conditioning. It's good for stamina, and also you can work on those power shots because of the amount of padding and support you get from the wrist. Bigger gloves, you get that great protection, you get the knuckles, the hand and the wrist protection all in one, and also if you was to wear say 14-ounce on the bags as well, that would be the same. But if you are wanting to work on speed, then obviously you would look for a lower ounce glove, perhaps say 12-ounce or say a 10-ounce if you was looking to really move your hands quickly. But for hand conditioning and wrist conditioning, toughening up the hand, then that is where the RB5 comes in. Really old school. When you look at all the old fighters of the past, they wasn't wearing for the heavy bag. They weren't wearing big sparring type gloves. They weren't wearing big massive gloves. They were wearing little leather gloves like these. These are obviously a take on the old school style, but with Rival's up-to-date sort of technology when it comes to the actual design, and I'll cover that in the rest of the review. But these are great to use for a few rounds on the bag, get your hands sort of used to punching the bag, and then you could move on to say a pair of 14-ounce or 16-ounce if you wanted to go for the power shots, or a pair of 10-ounce or 12-ounce if you were having a session where you were just working on speed. What these do enable you to do is when you are hitting the bag, you are able to get a great connection. Okay? As you can see, there's not that much padding at all there, and what it does, it almost forces you to punch the bag correctly, whether that's uppercuts or hooks or straight punches. These gloves mean that you will have to punch the bag in the correct way, otherwise you'll be knocking your thumb up or you'll be damaging your wrist. So another thing I would say with these when you're using them is you have to concentrate with your heavy bag work, because if you don't and you're a bit sloppy, then you would end up hurting yourself. But what that does mean is you've got fully concentrated rounds and rounds of bag work, correctly punching the bag with the correct part of the fist, and also conditioning your hands and your wrists too at the same time. Okay, so these are the RB5 bag gloves from Rival. Old school in design. These are a traditional bag mitt, similar to those worn by the old school fighters, but of course Rival have put their own sort of, obviously there's a mesh on the front there, you've got a grip bar there, you've got the Ergo Light System logo there, you've got that thumb, which is just like a normal thumb on a normal glove, okay, a driving glove. There's no padding there at all. As we come around here, you've got the punch surface, the knuckle area, and in there you have got 5mm of EVA padding. 5mm is hardly anything. Now these gloves are $39.99, which I think is a fantastic price. They are designed for the bag only. Okay, they're not designed in any way to spar in. You could not spar in these gloves. Alright, these are black. You can get them in the red as well. They've got this Velcro strap there that goes across, and it does what it needs to do. In that, it keeps the gloves attached to your wrists and hands. As I open them up, you can see that lining, a nice lining in there. Looks really nice, and it's got a blue tinge to it. They're made of cowhide leather. Okay, and as you can see, each one is curved. So the left glove is curved slightly that way, the right glove is curved slightly that way. Okay, there you have got that grip bar as well. Let me just put one on. And as I put the glove on, fasten the Velcro and make into a fist. So you're making it into that traditional fist that you would use if you hadn't got it in a normal boxing glove. So your thumb's not up there when you're hitting like in a normal boxing glove. You can actually curl it round so it's in a proper fist, and you're looking to make that great connection with the knuckle area. On the palm, you've got that ventilated palm to keep the hand nice and cool. And of course, you would wear wraps with these gloves. You wouldn't use them without wraps. So you've got a nice wrapped hand, and then you put the RB5s on, and it really does encourages correct punch techniques. And I have to say, it is brilliant for uppercuts on the bag, on a normal heavy bag, which sometimes are hard to do in the bigger gloves, but in these you can get some real purchase into the bag with your uppercuts, and these will strengthen your hand and your wrist and really condition your hands and wrists to that heavy bag work. So let me just put the other one on as well. Really nice, hardly anything to them, but that's the beauty of them. And at $39.99, just to get a pair of these, just to start off your bag workouts before you move on to the bigger gloves, is a great idea. So the RB5 bag gloves, a bit of a shock really for me, really did surprise me. When Russ Amber said to me that these was his favourite gloves, and he said about the RB5, and I had to look them up to have a look at what they look like. When I first saw them, I thought, I didn't really like the look of them. I thought, well, they don't look as good as, say, the RB10s. I was a bit dubious as to sort of whether or not these would be any good on the bags. And what I can tell you is that these are superb on the bags. When you are using them, they feel brilliant. As you could see from the footage that I've already put on, they give a great sound. You get fantastic feedback from these, from the fact that there's hardly any padding in them. It really is a great bag workout. Russ Amber was absolutely correct when he said that these are great bag gloves. I will use these extensively going forward. You know, I feel like Jack Dempsey when I've got them on. They're that old school. They're superb. And yeah, it's been a while since I've been shocked by a piece of boxing equipment so much. From thinking, from looks wise, I would say to you, don't be put off. Okay, if you look at them, they look like two pieces of pita bread. But at the end of the day, when you put them on and you start hitting that bag, you really appreciate how good the rival RB5 bag gloves are. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box channel, and I shall speak to you soon.